in the Quad Cities. Live from the KWQC Broadcast Center in downtown Davenport with Morgan Otier and Kyle Keel. This is Quad Cities Live.
Today on QCL, a beloved Broadway classic is taking center stage at Circa 21 Dinner Playhouse. We'll sit down with two cast members from Fiddler on the Roof.
Plus, Burlington River Days, a three-day celebration with concerts, a carnival, and even a boat parade. We'll learn more about the event and how it supports conservation efforts in the region.
And rhubarb is the star of the show at an annual festival coming soon to Aledo, Illinois. And that's where we begin today on Quad Cities Live. Thank you for joining us. I'm Morgan Otier alongside my co-host Kyle Keel. The Aledo Rhubarb Festival is marking 34 years this weekend, and you're invited.
Yeah, every year the festival draws thousands of visitors to Aledo, otherwise known as the rhubarb capital of Illinois. And joining us now with the details on this year's celebration is organizer Rusty Ruggles. Rusty, you're coming off at the end of the school year and going straight into Rhubarb Fest.
Maybe a day or two break.
Yes.
And that's it. You gotta keep going.
All right. Well, you've been a busy man, so thank you for taking the time to be here today because this is really a huge deal for Aledo, and I know you've got some new things planned for 2026.
We have, well, the normal stuff is there. All that stuff is there. We do have a few new things. We have at our new opera house that we have.
Yeah, I love it there.
We are showing Piowa is a documentary on the making of pies. And on Friday night, that's going to be shown 4 and 6 on both Friday and Saturday night. And Beth Howard, the maker of that movie, will be there for question and answers on Friday, which is kind of cool.
Can you just briefly, I know we don't have too much time with you, but the Aledo Opera House, I got the chance to visit, I think it was last summer. Describe what a cool space that is.
If you haven't seen it yet, you need to come down and check it out. So early 20th century construction, and my friend WJ redid it, and it's beautiful. And a great friend of mine, Nathan Sipes, runs it. And concerts to programs, fundraisers, movies, all kinds of stuff. Come down and check it out.
It's a beautiful space.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about everything that people can do during the Aledo Rhubarb Festival, right? We're going to be buying, trying tons of rhubarb, but there's a lot more involved as well, right? We've got vendors, we've got entertainment. Let's go over some of that.
So let's talk about, first of all, Friday and Saturday on June 5th and 6th this weekend is when it happens, and it is a day festival. So we start early at like 9 o'clock, and we have lots of things. We have the free trolley rides. We'll take you around historic Aledo and do all that stuff. There's entertainment in the band show, which we can go over here in just a second. There's food vendors, there's crafts, there's antiques in the courthouse yard on Saturday, and so it's just a great festival. There's just more and more things that get added to it over the years, and we're just kind of shocked that it's gotten to be this size. You know?
Yeah, and if you haven't been, Aledo's such a one of those great small towns, so this gives you a chance to really explore what the downtown has to offer, all the shops there as well. So you kind of mentioned the entertainment, so talk about some of the acts that we'll be able to see.
So starting Friday morning, we have Brian Partridge at 9, and then we'll have Levi Kraft at 11, Jordan Danielson at 1, and I think Levi's going to stick around and play with Jordan for a little bit. And then we have Angela Meyer at 3, and she's a newbie to the Rhubarb Fest.
Oh, well, good for her. We love Angela on the show.
She's great. I'm excited to have her. And then on Saturday morning, we have our little rhubarb pageant where the kids come up and do that at 9.
That's so cute.
10 o'clock, we have the Mercer County Jazz Band play. That's the group that I am in charge of. And then the Who's Dads at noon, and then the Tail Fins at 2:30.
Wow.
So big lineup both days, lots of fun. Bring a chair, and just sit back and relax and enjoy all the stuff.
Okay, and I think I can't remember. Is rhubarb a fruit or a vegetable? Rest in peace, Steph Gotke, but I cannot remember. Is it a fruit or a vegetable?
I want to say it's a vegetable. Isn't it something crazy?
I don't know. I don't know. I think you might be right.
You think I should know?
I think some people,
because I've eaten a lot of it.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not willing to venture a guess on this.
No, because we've had it in chili, we've had it in pies. So
right, and she says it's like a great substitute for like tomatoes.
Yes.
Like she would say it was like a great acidic substitute.
Tomatoes are a fruit, so.
I know. We used to eat all of her rhubarb creations here on the show. That was so much fun. But one thing that she always told us as well was like it's poisonous if you don't cook.
Yeah, that's right.
Or if you eat the leaves.
Yes, the leaves.
The leaves are poisonous.
So aside from, we're not going to eat the leaves, but what are some of the other types of food that we can try and purchase?
Well, obviously there's the pie.
Yeah.
And then there's cobblers. And then there's crisps. And there's even a group that's selling meatballs with a rhubarb barbecue sauce. There's a free tasting tent.
That sounds like stuff.
For you people. Here's the really important thing. Everything's free.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, obviously the pies aren't free and all that.
Yeah.
But the tasting
festival
tent
itself, all
the
of it.
festival's free, the tasting tent is free, all the tours, all the things. We want people to come down and enjoy our city and enjoy the wonderful taste of rhubarb.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it is, if you're a picky eater, it's really good. Like
Yes.
you can
It is
sweeten
good.
it up. I mean,
It
it's a
is very
sour
good.
type thing first. So you,
Tart.
Yep, and you balance it out with some strawberry, do something like that.
All right.
It's great.
Director Tyler Drayton, the Google machine says vegetable. It is a vegetable.
Oh, I got it right.
Vegetable.
Yeah.
34th
Great job.
Aledo Rhubarb Festival happening this Friday and Saturday, June 5th and 6th in downtown Aledo. Head to AledoRhubarbFest.com to get a rundown of everything that is going on in downtown Aledo. Rusty, thanks again
Yeah,
for joining
thank
us
you.
today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Should be a
again.
great
For
weekend.
being
Thank you.
here today.
Yeah.
Coming up, it is time for our QCL Book Club. We'll hear about a novel with a truly out-of-this-world premise, choose our next read, and find out about several upcoming events at the Davenport Public Library.
Quad Cities Live continues.
It is time now for our QCL Book Club, and this month we are reviewing a wildly imaginative novel that begins with a simple but unbelievable premise. What if the moon suddenly turned into cheese? Joining me now from the Davenport Public Library is Brittany Peacock. As always, Brittany, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
You know, when you tell people that you're reading this book about this, like they've been looking at me like, wait, really?
Why are you doing that?
It's okay.
So good.
You know what? It's a great book. Let's just say it right off the bat.
Yes.
So it's in here, right in between us. So kind of, I guess, give people a little bit of a storyline, if you could.
Yes. So I reached out to Morgan and I was like, hear me out. I want to read this.
Yeah.
She's like, actually, I kind of like it too. So yeah, the moon turns into cheese just overnight. Just randomly, the moon turns to cheese. And so
Yeah.
now there's multiple viewpoints. They're all struggling with their faith, with what
this
does it
happened.
taste like? I still want to know what kind of cheese it is.
I know.
That you'll have to read. Maybe you'll find out.
Yeah.
It was absurd and it was wonderful.
It is. It's all these different takes and perspectives from people that are truly all over the country. In some cases, I think in other parts of the world. But I mean, we're talking astronauts. We're talking a group from Maquoketa, Iowa,
Yes.
that was in this, and it's fiction, but it's kind of all their reactions to this really otherworldly thing happening. It's a great book. A lot of characters in it, but we enjoyed it.
Oh, I loved it.
We did. Okay,
Yes.
so let's talk a little bit about our selections for June. So in honor of summer, we have the Summer of Songbirds by Christy Woodson Harvey. In honor of Pride Month, Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuistion, and we've got the books that are right here on the coffee table. Great Outdoors Month is You Are Here by David Nichols, and Best Friends Day, which is June 8th, coming up. The Book Club for Troublesome Women by Marie Bostwick. So our choice for June, drum roll please, and we hope that you will read with us, is You Are Here by David Nichols. I'm excited about this one.
Excited.
Okay,
I'm
so
excited.
before I have started reading it, you
Yes.
haven't, but can you tell people a little bit about what you know about the book?
Yeah, so two friends kind of estranged, they end up meeting up and they're going on a hike.
Okay.
A really long hike.
A really
so
long
they're
hike.
going to be figuring out how things are going.
Yeah, so I have started reading it. I've only been through like a few pages so far, but it's kind of two people at like a certain point in their lives where they're looking for a change. So I think a lot of people can relate to that. And then a friend encourages them to do this hike. And you know, I haven't gotten very far into it, but the characters are great so far, and there is a really great sense of humor in there that I'm really excited about. So as usual, we hope that you will read along with us. Maybe A Moon Made of Cheese wasn't your cup of tea. We totally understand. But if you did read that with us, please give us a comment on that book and comment on this book, because we like to read your comments here on the show. And as always, Brittany, there are copies of this at the Fairmont branch.
Yes,
First come, first
absolutely.
served basis,
Yes.
while supplies last.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about some things that are happening at the library this month. So we've got a garden party going on. This is for the kids.
Yes.
Saturday, June 20th.
Yes, so we're going to have a garden party at Fairmount. So wear your sun hats. We're going to be planting zinnia seeds in our garden, and we're going to have some crafts and a story. You might even see me there. It'll be
Yes.
very fun.
Miss Brittany with the story, maybe.
Miss Brittany with the story.
We love that.
Yes.
Okay, and then we've also got string art and that one is coming up Tuesday, June 23rd. And this is for adults. I mean, this is not easy, but we can learn how to do it.
Exactly. It's registration required, but these string arts are so much fun. And look how cute that is. You can make that and have it at your home.
Yes, a little something that you can decorate for the summer months. Beautiful piece there. And then Teen DIY is a paint and punch night, and that is Tuesday, June 30th. So this is for our youths.
Yes. So for our teens, they are going to get the opportunity to paint and drink punch while they're doing it. So there will be a canvas that they can replicate and make it their own.
Yeah, something fun that they can take home after that. And you brought some children's books with you here today. I just want to remind everybody as we wrap up this segment that all the folks at the Davenport Public Library are super helpful on helping parents, family members nail down the perfect book for your kid. And you can join our QCL book club on Goodreads. You can find a link to do that on our website. Just head to KWQC.com. Click the tab for Quad Cities Live. You'll find everything you need there, and we hope that you will read You Are Here right along with us. Brittany, thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Still to come on QCL, some of the most recognizable songs in musical theater are hitting the stage at Circa 21 Dinner Playhouse, and we are meeting two of the stars of Fiddler on the Roof next.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
One of the most beloved musicals of all time is back on the stage at Circa 21 Dinner Playhouse. Fiddler on the Roof tells a story of family, faith, tradition, and change, featuring unforgettable songs and an impactful message. Joining me today are two of the show's actors, Sarah Hayes and Jacob Medich. Thank you both for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, Sarah, as you mentioned, I mean, you're a familiar face here in the Quad Cities. You've been with Circa for a number of shows, and this is your debut performance.
Yeah, first show at Circa, yes.
Well, welcome to the Quad Cities.
Very much.
How are you liking it?
I've been loving the Quad Cities so far.
Good.
Yes, been finding all the nice little, treasures.
Good.
Here, yes.
We're glad we could warm it up for you.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, finally,
yes.
right? Okay, so Jacob, we'll start with you. Fiddler on the Roof, as we mentioned, it's been captivating audiences for generations. Why do you feel that this story just continues to resonate with people year after year, show after show?
It's a story that we all know, we all feel. We live it every day. Just growth, change. Is really what the show is about for me, is change, and how we cope with the way the world is changing, and how it's not always the greatest. Sometimes the world isn't nice to all of us, and they don't shy away from showing that in this show.
It's how you move through that.
Yeah.
So Sarah, for anyone who hasn't seen Fiddler on the Roof in the past, can you briefly, I guess, describe the story for us?
Sure. So it sort of the smaller focus of the show is Tevye and Golda, who we play, and their 5 daughters.
Right.
Dealing with a changing world and how their young daughters want to find love in a modern way, which is they get to choose it themselves instead of being a matchmaker, with a matchmaker. And we were in an arranged marriage. And then sort of the wider focus of the show is the Jewish community in early 19th century, or early 1900s, and sort of this. There's always this threat of Tsarist Russia coming in and breaking up their community and evicting them and forcing them out of their homes. So it's just the tension of the community and how they deal with that and yet still find joy, and how these, this younger generation and the older generation sort of bridge the gap and find a way forward that is good for all of them.
Yeah, and I think that truly explains, how this continues to resonate. There's just always going to be something that people can pull and hold on to from that. Yes. So Circa 21 is celebrating 49 years, which is amazing. I mean, I had to do a double take when you said that. So your Circa is doing something very special for theater goers, and that's coming up, right?
Yes. So this week, this Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, and next Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, we're going to be doing $49 tickets. That includes dinner and a show, and of course, your Circa 21 bootlegger pre-show.
That's great.
So yeah, give the box office a call and come on and see us.
Take advantage of that. What sounds like a great show. So Jacob, we mentioned going into the break the music as part of this show. So can you talk a little bit about the music itself? I mean, people may not even realize that they do recognize songs that are from this show, and maybe what your favorite is.
Oh, well, my favorite is Sunrise Sunset. I think it is one of the most beautiful choral arrangements in the show.
Yeah.
And it takes place during a wedding. So it speaks of how, you know, the sun is always going to rise and it's always going to set. Right. So life just keeps going on. And these are the moments of our life that make these things happen. Yeah. And it's just absolutely one of my favorite. It's one of the last, I think, golden age musicals where they stuck with the big choral numbers and the big orchestrations. Okay. And it's made to move you. It's made to give you chills.
Well, I can only imagine. You gave me chills just talking about it. And Sarah, as we wrap up, why is Circa 21 Dinner Playhouse really the perfect place to experience not any musical, but something like this?
I think it's such an incredibly unique space. Just the history of the building itself. You don't see a lot of theaters like that anymore, certainly not dinner theaters that look like it. Right. And then we're one of 2 dinner theaters in the country that still has a performing wait staff. And it really is a family, you know. It's why I keep coming back and always will, as long as Dennis Hitchcock will hire me. I will be on that stage. So
wonderful.
It's just very special.
Well, thank you so much. Fiddler on the Roof. It runs through June 27th at Circa 21 Dinner Playhouse in Rock Island. For tickets and information, contact Circa by calling the number on your screen. We'll get that on our website, and you can also reserve seats online yourself by heading to circa21.com. Thank you both for being here today and chatting with me.
Oh, thank you.
Appreciate it. Yes, thank you. Coming up, we're talking 3 days of live music, family fun, food, riverfront entertainment, all headed to Southeast Iowa. A preview of Burlington River Days after the break.
Quad Cities Live continues.
A summertime tradition on the Mississippi River is returning to Southeast Iowa with 3 days of live music, family fun, food, competitions, and there's a chance to win a brand new boat.
Very exciting.
Yes.
Burlington River Days is that 3-day festival happening June 11th through the 13th, bringing thousands of people together to celebrate the area's river culture while raising money for a great cause. Joining us today are organizers Chris Lee and John Mercer. Thank you both for being here today.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah,
thank you.
You look very riverboat. I would like to point that out. I love that. He's in character today for such a big event. So Chris, we'll start with you. Just kind of give us a big picture overview of this festival, because you all have really jammed a lot of stuff, fun stuff into these 3 days.
Yeah, so going into our second year here, Burlington River Days is a celebration of all things river down in Burlington, and it brings the conservation community together. It brings parks, it brings outdoor enthusiasts, and just people that like getting outside in the summer and, you know, having a little party down on the riverfront. So it features live music. The Saturday night is headlined by the multi-platinum band Hinder. We've got Country Night on Friday, which is headlined by the regional up-and-coming country act Roseland. And then we have opening and closing bands each night, and then just a whole bunch of other activities associated with it.
Yeah, sounds like a good time. And you know, this event is growing, so what makes this event in particular unique?
Yeah, so the real unique thing about this is that the core of it is a fundraiser for the local Partners for Conservation Foundation, of which John is the chairperson.
Okay, yeah. Well, John, can you tell us a little bit about that organization? And, you know, people like you mentioned, Chris, they think they're going down to have a party by the river. If you look at this video, I mean, it's more than a little party down by the river, that's for sure. But they may not realize what they're supporting. So can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, so the goal is to raise money for Des Moines County Conservation, the local conservation board. And you know, that money goes towards outdoor education, our nature center, different programs for kids, the campgrounds, boat accesses, just parks in general, trails. So it's all, you know, a great cause to support for the community. So
yeah, what a great mission. So Chris, you had mentioned some of the musical acts that people can attend here as we head into the weekend. So talk more about some of the other activities for the family.
Yeah, so Thursday and Friday night are going to be mostly focused on the music, but then Saturday is an all-day thing. So it starts in the morning with a boat parade. And so anybody that wants to parade their boat down our main street, down Jefferson Street, you know, we're just going to kind of celebrate all things outdoor recreation. So, you know, whether it's a junky old duck boat boat or your fancy cabin cruiser, whatever works. Parade it down Jefferson. Then
Bring
that
them all
goes,
out.
Yeah, exactly. And then that goes right into our riverfront, which then leads into a barbecue competition that we're having called Smoke on the Water Barbecue Competition.
Oh, wow.
And then the River Days Olympics, and this is where a bunch of the local nonprofits like Pheasants Forever and Ducks Unlimited and those are coming together to offer just different like yard game style challenges.
Oh, cool.
It's like ring on the duck head and
like
stuff
a
like
toss.
that.
Okay.
Yeah, ring toss on the duck
yeah.
head and just things like that. And then you're going to compete for actual Olympic medals. We have River Days branded Olympic medals.
Oh, very cool.
And these organizations are offering prizes. And then there's going to be a dog show.
Oh.
Yeah, so our
We love our dogs.
Yes, we do.
absolutely.
beauty pageant.
Yeah, a dog beauty
A dog
pageant.
beauty
A dog
pageant.
beauty.
Yes.
Oh, we got with the little kids doing a beauty pageant. Now we got the dogs doing a beauty pageant.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, a lot of really fun stuff coming up. Yeah.
And so all that's going on kind of from 11 to 2. The parade starts at 10 in the morning, and then kind of a gap sound check, and then we go into the headlining concerts that night.
Wow.
All brought to us by our presenting sponsor, Two Rivers, which is becoming First Mid-Bank.
That's exciting.
very
And I think Kyle mentioned something about being able to win a big prize,
Yeah.
like maybe
Yeah.
even a boat. How does that happen?
Yeah, so we're giving away a brand new 20-foot Bentley pontoon boat.
Wow.
So,
I will
yeah,
take
last
that.
year, last year was the first year of River Days, and we gave away a really nice John boat. But this year we kind of upped our game, and
No kidding.
we're giving away a pontoon boat. So
Wow.
So can't wait to see
Yeah.
what's in store for next year, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, Burlington River Days goes from June 11th to June 13th. As we mentioned, there's so much to do. We've got the carnival, the concerts, the competitions, the boat parade. All can be found on burlingtonriverdays.com/tickets. That's where you can get your tickets.
Yeah.
And of course, supporting a very good cause there in Burlington and across the region. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being here today. We
Yes.
appreciate
Thank you.
it.
Thank you very
Thanks for having
much.
us.
And thank you for watching QCL.
We'll see you back here for our next live broadcast Wednesday at 3.